However, B'siyata Deshmaya, Zrizos. Let's fire it up, Hashem Kol Yisrael. And let's go. Sichot Haran 17. All right. The Rebbe once lectured someone to spend more time in his secret studies. Chaim, 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 Chaim. The Rebbe once lectured someone to spend more time in his secret studies. He said, "Why don't you study? What can you lose? Don't you realize that it will earn you an eternal reward? Why don't we spend more time studying? Why don't we steal time when we're driving through Eretz Yisrael? Certainly, when the Torah reveals its love to a person, he no longer thinks about his future reward, only desiring the Torah itself. Even God studies the Torah, but we are taught that God's day includes 3 hours of Torah study. This is a Gemara in Avodah Zarah. It's an amazing thing. In our times, the study of Torah has fallen very low. Rabbi Nachman, the great rabbis of earlier eras, had no knowledge of Kabbalah, but they were nevertheless able to perform miracles through their strength in Torah. It was so great that whatever they said would come true. And this is also stated in the Haran in the Tinyana in 41. But it's amazing. So let's just work our way backwards, and then we'll open it up. Chaim Zrizas, Baruch Hashem, on the highway, Kfi Shesh, Kol Tov, in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So what's cool is that like we live in a time now where Torah is very accessible. We have Torah on Zoom, we have Torah on YU Torah, we have Torah here, Torah there. And because of our exposure to Torah, Baruch Hashem, like we're exposed to rabbis, different types of thought, Jewish thought, different Sfarim. Sfarim are widely available, PDFs, the whole thing. And one may think that, as they further their journey along in Torah, that it's all about the Kabbalistic secrets, it's all about the secrets of the world. And for those who know that secretive chevra, that very small group of people, they are able to have that eternal bliss, not just for the future, but also for that moment, right? And Rabbi Nachman is saying that we can't have that excuse, even just a simple halacha. Mimi, just a simple halacha, just one letter, no matter where it's coming from, no matter if it's Torah Nigla or Nister, it has the power to it has so much power that it could reveal miracles like we've never seen before. Not in the future, but mamish right in front of us. Like the rabbis of old did. The rabbis of old, says Rabbi Nachman, didn't have access to Kabbalah. Didn't have access to secrets. These secrets like that we have access to today. So that's one point. One point, Baruch Hashem, just even one letter of any Torah that we're studying, the power of it is so big that we can't even imagine. Number two, it's one of the best Torahs in the world. When it comes to, I think, Parsha Akev, Max Berger and I learn this teaching every single year from the Kedushas Levi. The Kedushas Levi, Sichot Lenu, says that when it comes to Akev, right, the heel, I forget how he connects it to Schar Mitzvah. The I think it's a Mishnah. It's a Mishnah, Schar Mitzvah. And but what he says in the piece, I don't know, I forget the way he connects it, but Schar Mitzvah means that I'm learning Torah for reward. Rabbi Nachman says that he asks us a simple question: why don't we learn more Torah? If we learn more Torah, that's more eternal reward. Or Rabbi Nachman says the more someone delves into the Torah, they realize that, or not even realize, they forget about the eternal reward. Because the eternal reward is right in front of them. And that's the greatest bliss in the world. So that's Rav Levi Yitzchak Berditchev's thought on Schar Mitzvah is not the schar for the mitzvah is I'm doing a mitzvah for the schar. It's the schar is the mitzvah itself. The schar is the mitzvah itself. The very fact that we're able to do the mitzvah itself, that's the schar. So b'siyata d'shma, we should know the power of Torah. That's not just something for future oriented, but it's mamish happening right now. Like we say in the third bracha, Birchas Torah, right? No teen HaTorah, present tense. It's present tense. We're receiving the Torah at that moment anew, every single moment. So we see it at the Shema, no matter the seconds we have in the day, the minutes, hours, let's steal that time for Torah, because that Torah is eternal. It's mamish happening right now. Mom at our Sinai. Questions, comments, please feel free.
I don't really get it, baby step.
What?
I don't really get it.
Rabbi Nachman asked us the simple question: why don't we learn more Torah?
Okay.
Like someone he was once asking someone who I guess didn't make room for Torah. He had all the excuses in the world. Working 18 hours a day. Apparently during his lunch shifts he couldn't learn Torah. Apparently during his 15-minute breaks here and there he couldn't learn Torah. Bus, car ride, exactly where you are right now. And he's asking, why can you be like Chaim Weinstein? Why can you be like Chaim Weinstein? And it's because Rabbi Nachman says that why wouldn't you take this opportunity to learn Torah? It's something that God does every single day. God himself learns Torah 3 hours a day, says in Masechet Avodah Zarah. Set aside time for Torah because that is the greatest gift in the world. We have this present from God that's not just helping us in the future, but it's helping us right now. It's able to draw the future down right now. Because when we learn Torah, we get the spot for the future. We get eternal bliss. But the more we learn Torah, the more we realize that the bliss, the greatest bliss in the world, is actually in that moment when learning Torah. So that's like the gist of what Rabbi Nachman's saying, and also we have to have our eyes open and our hearts open, because it may not just be the Kabbalah that we learn, and that's the bliss of the Torah. But it's that one letter, it's that one letter of Nigla. No matter where we find ourselves, no matter where we learn the Torah from, that's Torah. And that has the greatest power in the world. Just like the rabbis of old who didn't have access to the hidden secrets of the Torah, like we do today during, with PDFs and books that are translated, and rabbis who are putting out Pirushim on the Torah secrets, and Shirim on YouTube, all over. They didn't have access. Yet one letter of Torah of Nigla was able to draw down the greatest miracles. So that's what we want to do today. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
It actually made sense the second time. The first time when I was saying it out loud, it didn't make sense. So thank you for doing that. I think it was like water wears away the stone. Like it just drops on the stone and then like boom, it kind of like opens up. So thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Baruch Hashem. So we just have to take the time. 1 minute here, 1 minute there, just 1 minute of Torah mamish. It's not a cute. It's not a cute thing. It's not a cute thing.
Strong line from one of the rabbis in Shaga, I remember, was I said that the difference between someone who learns 0 minutes and 2 minutes every day is a much bigger difference than the difference between someone who learns 2 minutes and 3 hours every day.
Oh.
Follow that?
It's pretty deep. It's pretty deep.
Follow it or no?
What?
You get it.
I get it like the way I get it. Meaning,
so you don't get it.
You got to grab a little, because if you try grabbing a lot, you end up with nothing.
I can explain to you, and then you can grab a lot.
What?
I can explain to you, and then you could grab a lot.
Okay, so explain to me.
Someone who learns 0 minutes every day and someone who learns 5 minutes a day is a much bigger difference than someone who learns 5 minutes and someone who learns 3 hours. Because the first person's like with nothing, and then he's important, and then he makes it a value to learn some Torah every day. And the difference between 5 and 3 hours, obviously also a big difference, but both of those people are on board, They both have Kedusha in their own. That's all.
So is that decision going from 0 to 5?
Yeah, but think about driving, same kind of thing.
Yeah. Why is
like,
it?
What's the difference between is the difference between going 0 miles per hour and 10 miles per hour much bigger than the difference of going, let's say, I don't know, 10 and 100? For sure. Like, you're not even moving at 0.
Right.
Not going anywhere.
Wow. Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Mamish. But it doesn't mean that we have to be at zero. Just like when we get that
You know,
to the next level, it's taking that next step to another five, another five, another five.
yeah, no, it should never be a zero.
Mamish.
I don't
Wow.
see you four ways right now. I don't even know what just happened.
It's very good.
Just
It's very good. Fired up.
support. Fired
All
up,
right.
Hashem. Thank
We'll
you,
fire
guys.
it up.
Really,
Dr. Shem.
like,
Fired up, dude. I love you, bro.
bye.
Bye.